Should you buy an EV? The honest answer, nobody's giving you. The last time you filled up your tank, you felt it. Not just in your wallet, in your chest. That quiet, creeping frustration as the numbers spin past what you budgeted for. And somewhere in that moment, maybe for the first time, maybe for the 10th, you thought it. Should I just get an EV? That question is what we're answering today. Honestly, without trying to sell you anything. Oil prices have spiked sharply in 2026, driven by conflict in the Middle East, disrupting flow through the Strait of Hormuz, the choke point that handles a fifth of the world's crude oil supply. When it gets nervous, prices get ugly everywhere. And nowhere is that felt more directly than here in Southeast Asia. We are not bystanders to this crisis. We are at the center of it. More than 80% of the crude that flows through the Strait of Hormuz is headed for Asia. This region runs on that oil, our cars, our trucks, our economies. In Thailand and the Philippines, drivers are queuing at pumps. In Indonesia, fuel subsidies are under pressure. In Singapore, petrol prices have jumped. In Australia, EV loan applications doubled in a single month. Across the region, the same conversation is happening in every language. Is it finally time to switch? So let's be honest about it. The running cost case for EVs has never been stronger. A typical petrol car in Southeast Asia costs somewhere between 30 and 50 Malaysian cents, or the local equivalent per kilometer, to run, depending on your country and fuel grade. Drive 1,500 kilometers a month and you're spending serious money just to move. A mid-range EV charged at home overnight cuts that cost by more than half. In most markets across the region, the electricity cost per kilometer is a fraction of what petrol costs. And unlike oil, your electricity price doesn't spike overnight because of a decision made in Riyadh. Servicing? No engine oil, no timing belt, no transmission fluid. EVs have a fraction of the moving parts of a combustion engine. The savings stack up there too. On running costs alone, the EV wins comfortably. But here's the wall that every buyer in this region hits. Purchase price. In most Southeast Asian markets, a credible new EV still costs significantly more upfront than a comparable petrol car. The payback period on fuel savings alone can stretch to many years. For buyers in markets where the average household income is lower and financing costs are higher, that gap is not a minor inconvenience. It is the whole conversation. Here's what's changing though, and changing fast. Chinese EV makers are locked out of the United States by tariff walls of over 100%. Europe is making it harder too. So BYD, Chery, Geely, and others are redirecting their ambitions and their pricing directly at Southeast Asia. This region is now the primary growth target for the world's most competitive EV manufacturers. That means more models, more competition, and real downward pressure on prices. BYD already has a presence in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and beyond. In Thailand, EVs hit nearly 20% of new car sales in early 2026. South Korea saw registrations more than double year on year. The shift is not theoretical, it is happening on the roads right now. The used EV market is also arriving. Early adopters who bought 3 years ago are cycling out, and those vehicles are entering secondhand markets at prices that are genuinely compelling for the average buyer. Charging infrastructure, while still uneven, is no longer the deal breaker it once was. In major cities across the region, Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, Jakarta, Manila, Ho Chi Minh City, public charging is growing fast. It is not perfect, but it is not 2019 either. So here is the honest answer. If you drive a lot, have somewhere to charge at home or at work, and can access a competitively priced EV, new or used, the numbers work in your favor. Today, if you are renting, living in a high-rise without dedicated parking, or stretching your budget to its limit, a hybrid gives you most of the fuel savings without the charging headache. For now, that might be the smarter move. But the question people are really asking at the pump is not about spreadsheets. It is about whether they are tired of being held hostage to things they cannot control. An oil shock on the other side of the world, a pipeline decision, a tanker stuck in a strait. Southeast Asia imports the vast majority of its oil. Every time that supply gets disrupted, we feel it first and hardest. An EV does not fully solve that. Electricity prices can rise too, but they rise slowly, predictably, not overnight, not because of a war. The EV you will be able to afford in 2027 will be better, cheaper, and easier to charge than anything on sale in this region today. The market is moving fast. If you can wait, wait. But the pump is already winning the argument for EVs, one expensive fill-up at a time. Click like and subscribe if you like the content you are watching and get more of it.